Real quick, I know y'all are kind of. Yo, so they released footage of. By the way, Trump announced his new VP. It's apparently, what's his name? His new VP is JD Vance. Don't know too much about him, but who cares about the VP? Because Uncle Trump definitely finna win. Now, the guy who tried to kill Trump, supposedly there's like videos of him that have surfaced, and it says, hey, according to TMZ, this video is captured a couple years ago of Matthew Crooks while he was in high school. Basically, it showed him kind of being bullied. You get what I'm saying? So this is a guy who shot at Trump. Is it audio? Is it audio? I'm sure. Let me find the full clip on Twitter. Here we go.
Stop. God, for ladies. Stop.
So apparently, you know, I mean, people were fucking with him. And by the way, this doesn't excuse whatever he did, but like, I guess to give some context to like maybe what type of dude this was.
Stop.
God, for ladies.
Stop.
God, for ladies.
Yeah. Apparently there were like other videos as well. Like there was some other videos where like he was. By the way, this was.
He was bullied almost every day.
In what way? Can you explain?
I mean, he would sit alone at lunch. I mean, he was just an outcast, and you know how kids are nowadays. So they're gonna see someone like that, and they're gonna target him because they think it's funny or whatever. So it's the best way I can describe it. And it's honestly kind of sad. Like, I don't want to say this is what provoked it, but you never know.
Yeah. You said he was a loner?
Yeah. I want to say he was a loner more because he was quiet, but like he was just bullied. Like he was bullied so much.
And this was high school?
Yeah.
What did they, do you remember at all what they said to him or called him?
No. He was just made fun of, I guess, for the way he dressed or his appearance. He was bullied almost.
So apparently this was a bullied guy.
I don't know. I hope this is enough to cause some type of change. I mean, if this was a cause of what happened in high school, there definitely has to be a change.
Now, apparently the guy, Matthew Crooks, apparently he was 20 years old, right? He was 20 years old of Bethel Park. By the way, there's some new images or new videos that kind of like have arisen that showcase the dude, like, you know, onlookers, shooter, Trump. Like, people saw him like crawl into position and they were like shouting it out. Mad people were shouting it out, like, yo, chat this, like, look.
He was doing the job. I wouldn't even be doing this. I'd be at some beautiful place with the gorgeous ocean.
Look, they're all pointing.
The Atlantic.
So this is somebody recording, and they're saying people are pointing. They're pointing at the would-be shooter.
The Pacific.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look. There he is right there. Right there, see him? He's laying down. See him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
And son, I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a sentence.
What's happening?
And to make sure we take back the White House, because if we do, we're going to make America better than other people. We're going to make it.
Yeah, look. There he is.
Because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people. Criminals. We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here.
Right on the roof.
You hear people shouting. He's on the roof.
I'm standing there pointing at.
So I guess, by the way, someone had said like he also had a weapon, which I seen another bizarre story that like supposedly a local cop tried to approach him and he pointed like, I guess, his rifle at the local cop and the local cop just went away. Now, I keep hearing people who have been like going with their conspiracy theories, basically saying, and by the way, hold on, let me play this about the shooter. They've been saying,
what have you learned about the gunman here in these past moments?
Well, Aaron, I'll start with the newest information that we just received from a briefing that the FBI conducted in the past hour or so. We're talking about Thomas Matthew Crooks. This is the 20-year-old suspect who is accused of the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump. According to the FBI, we now know that they believe that he acted alone, and the FBI also believes that there's no indication of mental health issues with Mr. Crooks. We also have learned in the past hour that part of this investigation is the FBI has actually gotten access to Thomas Crooks's phone, but at this point they don't have access to the information inside the phone, and they have shipped it to Quantico, according to the FBI headquarters, to try and figure out how to get inside. And the other thing, Aaron, that perhaps is surprising, but the FBI said it on this briefing, is that they have not at this point identified any sort of ideology that would give clues to, again, the big question that everyone has: what caused this man to go to this Trump event and open fire at the former president?
Now, there's also rumors that this guy supposedly donated to Biden, but he was a registered Republican. Like, let's see if we can figure it out. Yeah, it's kind of like a convoluted story. They're saying that he donated to a Democrat, but he was a registered Republican. I have no idea.
Ultimately injuring him, killing one, and injuring two other rallygoers in the crowd. Now, I do want to just go over some of the things that we do know in addition to some of this information, Aaron. We also learned in the past hour or so that Mr. Crooks was a dietary aide at the Bethel Park Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. It's like a nursing home that's very close to where we are, not too far from his home, about 5 minutes away here in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. That organization confirmed that he was an employee, confirmed that he was a dietary aide, said that they were shocked and saddened by this news of the shooting overnight, but also noted that Crooks performed his job without concern and did pass background checks prior to getting this particular job. Now, the last thing, Aaron, that I'll mention is just a few of the things that we have been reporting, as you said, all throughout the day. We know that Mr. Crooks was a registered Republican. We also know that he donated a small amount of money to a Democratic-aligned group back in 2021, and we also know that he was in possession of an AR-style rifle, which law enforcement sources tell us was actually not just obtained legally, but also traced back to Mr. Crooks's father. And that's actually how law enforcement was able to identify their suspect in the first place, because Thomas Crooks was not found with any ID after the U.S. Secret Service agents neutralized him yesterday. But again, Aaron, the big question...
Oh, it's Thomas Crooks. I think I was calling Matthew Crooks.
Question that we still do not have an answer to: what led him to go to that Trump campaign event and open fire?
Yeah, people don't know if he's like a Democrat or like maybe he was planning this for a while. Anyway, there's a bunch of videos floating around. Let me see if I can find. There's a bunch of videos that are like floating around, like, oh my God. Essentially kind of showing like there's one with like a woman where she's like doing some interesting shit. Shit, goddamn. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find that video. There's been so many tweets about all this stuff. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find this. Oh, by the way, here's some other information that's kind of crazy. New video.
At him.
They said the building the nigga crawled up on, there was cops inside the building. No way. Ain't no fucking way. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Chad.
The news tonight, there are fast-moving developments after the assassination attempt. Tonight, remarkable new images here. The alleged gunman seen climbing to the roof just minutes before opening fire at that rally. You can actually hear people in the crowd yelling to an officer, pointing him out. And now we learn that law enforcement was actually using that building as a staging area, and how the gunman climbed onto the roof, the wall outside that building. And ABC's Pierre Thomas tonight with the exclusive interview with the head of the Secret Service and what she's saying now.
Stunning new video tonight showing the moment Donald Trump's would-be assassin climbed onto the roof of that building just 2 minutes before he opened fire.
Yeah, look, there he is.
You can hear bystanders desperately trying to alert police. Authorities now using that video as part of the investigation. And tonight, ABC News has learned that heavily armed local police were stationed inside that building and missed Thomas Crooks climbing up the outside of the building to the roof. The same building was being used as a staging area for local police, according to 2 law enforcement officials. And Butler Township officials are confirming ABC News' reporting that a local police officer climbed up the roof and confronted Brooks moments before the shooting.
The officer grabbed hold of the edge of the building, pulled himself up to be able to look, and according to what he's told me, shooter turned, rifle was pointed at the officer. The officer, defensive move, kind of ducked, fell, lost his grip on the building.
Investigators tonight trying to determine whether roof access had been properly locked down. The shooter climbing seemingly unimpeded, about 400 feet from the stage, with a direct line of sight on the former president.
Take a look at what happened.
In Washington, lawmakers demanding answers, calling on the Secret Service director to appear before Congress. We sat down with Director Kim Cheadle today for an exclusive interview.
What was your reaction when you saw the events unfold on Saturday?
Shock.
Now, there's a side-by-side thing of supposedly how long they had to stop the shooter. Sorry.
Look, they're all pointing.
The Atlantic, maybe the Pacific.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look. There he is right there. Right there, see him? He's laying down. You see him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
And still I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a senator
What's happening?
and to make sure we take back the White House, because if we do, we're going to make America better than ever before. We're going to make it.
Yeah, look.
And it's
There he
not
is.
easy, because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people, criminals. We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here. And it's much tougher than if it happened. We have the strongest border ever in recorded history. We're the best border. In fact, if they could ever put up a chart, I don't know if they can do it. Do you guys have access to that chart that I love so much? You don't mind if I go off teleprompter,
So
do
the
you?
shooter is on the roof of this place.
Because these teleprompters are so damn boring. I try and explain that. Oh, there's a, wow. You guys are doing it. They're getting better with time. My guys, take a look at that chart. Take a look at the arrow on the bottom. See the big red arrow, right? So that's when I left office. That was the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit over that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that says,
Now, it appears that this is a whole 20 minutes. Or not 20 minutes. 2 minutes, actually. Now, here's the thing, and again, I don't know all the facts, whatever the case is, but I do see people making very amateur points. You're a sniper at, people like, yo, why sniper and shoot quick enough? This and Yo, you're a sniper at a presidential event. By the way, I'm pretty sure that this isn't a Secret Service sniper. This is probably a sniper that probably works somewhere in that county that is just on the Secret Service detail as a counter sniper for the Secret Service. So he's not like he works with the president all the time or works with Donald Trump all the time. I have to imagine, like, number one, they probably have all earpieces. Someone is telling them, yo, there is somebody who's on that roof over there. They're unidentified. We're trying to figure out if it's one of us or somebody else. Point your rifles over there, but don't shoot yet. I would imagine they have to get some type of, like, confirmation that they could pull the trigger and kill somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you don't see these rallies go down and a sniper just shoot somebody randomly. Like, that would be chaos in this country. So I think that these snipers are waiting for some type of confirmation, which probably took a few seconds. Now, granted, it only took 1 second for them to pull the trigger and that one of those bullets hit Trump. But when you think about it along those lines, you kind of get some of the goofy thoughts of why people are saying this is fake out of your mind. Like, no, people died. It's not fake. Like, just respectfully, just think about it. You're a sniper. Once you fire off a sniper shot, I don't know if y'all ever heard a sniper rifle get fired. And even if it did have some type of, suppressor or, condenser that would kind of condense the sound, a sniper rifle sound is going to get everybody all on edge, and that whole campaign or that speech is done. So these people are trying to make sure they make the right choices. They're probably relying on other people who are monitoring the area to kind of give them the go-ahead.
Turn this way. Be careful, guys.
Now, Trump did pop out. And apparently, my boy popped out with the bandage on the air like, yo, he finna drop a flu game performance. This is him.
Moving on.
Oh my God, chat. I'm gonna fix this as soon as I get off stream.
Welcome the next president of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
You see that bandage? Hey, this guy right here behind him, he got to be the head of Secret Service or he got to be one of the most closest contacts. Trump shooting, rushed off stage. You're going to see that guy. I think this is him, unless I'm wrong. It's like an iconic picture this time. Isn't this him? This guy right here? Oh my God, my mouse isn't working. Why my mouse not working? The guy to Trump's left. Isn't this him? Yeah, it's the same guy. I think. Isn't the guy to his right here? Or am I tripping? Yeah, this guy is this guy.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, who died, who gave that? We tonight to show his courage, his defiance against somebody who tried to kill him. You will not take this man down. He has the courage, the strength, and he will be the next president of the United States. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee.
Yeah. Let me see. Yes, so pretty much, I mean, they're still finding out more about the shooter. They're looking for a motive, right? He's a registered Republican. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that's my other computer making noise. Sorry, chat. Yeah, so they're looking for a motive. Nobody knows what the fuck the shooter really was on. Did they just hate Trump? Are they with like the